Internationally, a court appearance in the last hour for a disgraced former Oregon doctor who is accused of sexually assaulting more than 150 women and children under the guise of providing medical care. David Farley was indicted on 11 felony counts, including sexual abuse. CNN's Mina Durson first told you about this doctor on The Lead last September. Here's her update.
A former Oregon doctor accused of abuse by more than 160 of his patients surrendered to authorities on Friday. David Farley was arraigned on criminal charges, including 9 counts of felony sexual abuse. It was a dramatic turning point in what has been a more than 5-year journey for the women who say he took advantage of his role to abuse them and have been pushing for justice.
I saw him over 40 times from the age of 15 to 18.
Over 40 times?
Over 40
That's
times.
a lot.
It's a lot. And in those 40 times, he was able to sexually abuse me multiple times a year.
Nicole Snow was one of Farley's patients. She says the abuse she suffered changed the rest of her life. We sat down with her and several other former patients last year, many of whom met Farley through the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They say he was seen as a leader in their tight-knit Mormon community.
He had a really good ability to make you feel like you're special.
Were there experiences that you had in his office that you now look back on differently?
One of the main things for me is frequency of penetrative exams. I think I had 11 penetrative exams in 4 years, and I trust him, right? He's an ecclesiastical leader at church, layer of trust. He's a physician, layer of trust.
Farley was first investigated in 2020. When patients started filing complaints with the Oregon Medical Board and local police, alleging sexual abuse, excessive, unnecessary breast and pelvic exams on underage patients, ungloved exams, and that he had taken naked photographs of minors for what he claimed were educational purposes.
You know, we thought it was just us. We had no idea that hundreds and hundreds of women were experiencing almost literally the exact same thing.
Through his attorney, Farley has consistently declined to comment on the allegations against him. The medical board revoked his license in 2020, but in 2022, a grand jury declined to indict him on criminal charges. The women blamed a botched investigation and begged the state attorney general to reopen the case. What are you hoping for?
Hoping that they will put him in prison, hoping that they will take a second look and realize that a mistake was made, and we have the opportunity to right that wrong, and we have the opportunity to save so many women and children.
This week, they found out they would finally get their day in court. Sources confirmed to CNN that a confidential grand jury had heard testimony and issued an indictment. One of Farley's former patients, speaking anonymously out of caution over the legal proceedings, told us, "The relief that ran through my body is indescribable. Just to know that finally something is being done brings peace in my life. May the hands of justice move swiftly and with intention to bring an end to this horrific man." In court Friday, Farley appeared by Zoom as the charges were read against him. He was released to Utah, where he's since moved, on bond. His lawyer could not be reached for comment. And Jake, the judge did say today that if he posts bail, which they set at $500,000, he is free to go home to Utah, which left some of the women who came to see this day in court, left them in tears in the courtroom. And he's due back in November. So we'll keep you updated.
All right, Mina Durson, thank you so much.